Hello, internet friends. My name's Ben. Welcome back to my channel. And it's a brand new year. And let me just wish everybody a happy belated New Year first. Hopefully everybody had a fun time. So with the new year, I will start with a new comic book review. Now today I'm going to review Frank Miller Presents. This is Frank Miller's new publishing company with his first issue with 3 new titles. We have Ancient Enemies, Pandora, and Ronin Book 2 Volume 1. Now, let me get a little history. At one time, Frank Miller was my favorite comic creator, especially the 80s and 90s with Batman, Daredevil, Sin City, so on and so on. But unfortunately, as time passes, I think so has his writing stuff. By the time the 2000 hits, his Dark Knight Returns 2, Dark Knight Strikes, that was terrible. Followed by even more horrendous Batman and Robin. And then, of course, he got, what is that one? Oh God, what was the name of the book? The Crusade one, the really one that DC won't publish. Guys, just skipping my mind right now. If you remember the title, you could comment below. Anyhow, so what I didn't do is research. I thought Frank Miller wrote all 3 of these, but that's not the case. Frank Miller only wrote 1. And, well, and these books aren't cheap either. These are $7.99 per copy. But I'm glad that at least for Ancient Enemies and Ronin, I bought it from deep discount comic book service, which I got it for half off. If I had to pay $8 for these, I would have been really pissed. So anyway, let me just start this. So the first thing I'm going to review is Ancient Enemies. It's written by Dan Didio and art by Danielo Beruth. It's a story where there's a rip in the time continuum where universe opens and then takes place 20 years later, where there's some sort of alien invasion and people got superpowers. And let's go. And then then we go to 2 different cities next to each other. One's called the Citadel. One's called Americana. The Americana is the rich city where everybody has, power, financial powers and whatever. And then the Citadel is where the people that struggles are. And then anyway, you're half and half nods. Let's look at the art. Okay, so we have some art here. Dan Delio's art, pages. Honestly, it's not that impressive. It reminds me of 90s, middle of the road 90s art Marvel used to have. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this story. None of the characters are compelling. I will not be buying issue 2. Anyways, Ancient Enemy, it gets a thumbs down from me. Next one is Pandora. This is written by Chris Silvestri, Anthony Mervell, and art by Emma Kubert. This is actually not bad. This is a fantasy tale of a young lady named, like a teenager, named Annabeth. And she runs a boarding house with her mother. And one day she encounters this boy, and they just go hiking. And apparently she will be getting some relic that will grant her wishes, that's what the preview says, but none of that happens here. So this is just her meeting the boy. Then there's also another world where they mention this relic. Anyways, it's actually pretty good. It's I think Emma Kubert's art actually really fits this type of fantasy adventure type. Let's see if we get a good page. There we go. See this one. And she's also writing the current Radiant Pink story. I think that her art will fit that too. But yeah, for fantasy tale, this is pretty good. The dialogue is well done too. And finally, we have Frank Miller's Ronin Book 2, Volume 1. This is written by Frank Miller, featuring the art of Philip Tan and Daniel Haneke. This is really, the story is okay. I remember reading the original Ronin, and I thought it was one of the best comic story I read. So when they announced that he's doing a follow-up, so I'm pretty excited about this. And the art is just stunning, okay? I had to do a research on who Philip Tan is. Apparently he's pretty much just a cover artist, but he has done interior art for a Shadowhawk one-shot that came out last year. But this looks like a lot like Jim Lee. this Jim Lee try to draw like Frank Miller, which is a good thing. Let me show you. So basically, you basically you like to look at the facial here, right? That's very Jim Lee-ish. Look at the facial expression. Then you get, then I find that out that Frank Miller actually did a layout for it. So when there's certain pages, hold on, let's see if I can get a good page. Like over here, right? This is totally Frank Miller drawing Elektra from back in the days, but you know, you can tell like a little bit more flashier Jim Lee influence to it. Anyways, the stories is, well, I haven't read Ronin in a long time. I gave my book to my little brother many years ago, so I don't quite remember what happened. But this is a story of Ronin's lover, Casey, as she traveled through a war-torn America with her baby. And I mean, again, story I'm not really getting to it yet, but the art is freaking amazing. Look at this. Look at this demon art. It's fantastic. I kind of wish it's in color, but anyways, that's that. I do recommend this just for art reasons, and that is it. Also, one thing, if anybody's interested, to buy a copy of Pandora is actually signed by Frank Miller and Emma Kubert. Let me show you the signature. Right here. See that? And complete with COA. You could contact me. You could DM me on any of my social media platforms. The information will be below. And if you offer me enough money, I will throw in this copy of Radiant Pink Summit, Emma Kubert, also with COA intact. Anyhow, that is it. I hope you enjoy this one, and I'll try to come up with more content in the near future. Until then, like, subscribe, and share, okay? Social media info down below. Thanks a lot. Have a good one, guys.